Good morning. I so tired. Um so hi. It's my mask. Just FYI, y'all. This is not how you wear it. Cause then it just whoops, it comes off. How you actually wear one of these, I've learned. You put it under your hair. And look, it won't just pop off now. So I just slide it down, go to bed, pull it back up, and it stays. Well, I still had a lot on my mind last night when I went to bed. And I really wanted to talk about some things, and I've been trying to organize it, and questions people may have, or ideas I have. Like, one of the biggest things I thought about, like, when I was gaining and getting bigger, it was the fact that nobody showed me how to live fat. Like, nobody tells you the changes that you have to make, or the differences, like getting your pants on. So I was thinking of maybe even doing a series where I can show people how to live fat, like different um adjustments you have to do in life that at least that I found helpful. Um, I want to do more videos for like dancing, but I really want to do like a Q&A, because I feel like a lot of people that talk about the community are making money. Like, not a lot of people have actually taken the time to like know people from the community, and I've dated quite a few. Like, I was in love with, gosh, I fell in love with this one guy, but he was younger than me. He was the one that took me to the Cheesecake Factory for the first time for my birthday one year. I'd never been before, but Cheesecake Factory is so busy, I didn't even get cheesecake for my birthday that year. So, that was a big, like, feeder thing he did, taking me there, but then it sucked that I didn't get cheesecake for my birthday. And then I had, of course, the guy that I went to Maryland for, and that was a feeder relationship that I had. Um, it was cute, y'all. It really was. Like, we worked all the time. I worked overnights and he worked days. But with his job, it allowed him a lot of time to like call me or video chat me. So we would do that throughout the week. And like on Fridays, he would feed me and we would have like a video date. And um, it was just the cutest. Like, we'd get Chinese, or we get, you know, and we would eat together. Like, we get pizza, and I would video chat and eat, and we'd watch a movie together. Like, actually what we started watching was the Voyager. He started showing me some of that. And so, it's not just about money. Like, it was about actually having a connection with someone that can accept, I like to eat, and I like to eat. I have found the root of why I like to eat, I think, because this is deep, y'all. This is deep. I grew up really poor, and I remember having to steal food as a child and feeling like a criminal because I had to steal food to survive. And the hardest part is I've dumpster dived for food as a child, like, Heck, even as an adult, it was normalized for me. Like, we throw away good food in the trash, y'all. But, like, Little Caesars and Krispy Kreme throw out their stuff at the end of the night. And it's a big thing for people that are homeless or poor to go get this food out of the trash. And so this is something I particularly remember doing in my teen years, to my teen years. Eventually I was 16 and I got a job at a pretzel place, and it was my responsibility to clean out the pretzel thing at the end of the night and go take them out to the trash. And she started realizing I wouldn't just put it in the trash can with everything we were throwing away. I would, like, specifically bag the pretzels and, like, put everything else in the bottom and then put, like, the pretzels on top and tie it up and take it out. And so when I would get out there to take it out, because I worked at a mall, I would, like, untie the bag and I would go hide the bag of pretzels and throw the rest of the trash away to take the food home to my family. And so eventually she caught me. She caught that I was taking this food home to my family, and she asked me, why are you stealing this food? Why didn't you ask? You know, what's going on? And that's when I had to tell her, like, basically what was going on at home in my home life. And from that step forward, she never, like, we never threw pretzels away again. And she let me take it home to my family because we needed it, you know? Like, gosh, I'm sorry, I'm getting teary, y'all. But, from that point forward, like, she would let me roll out the rest of the dough even and cook it up the last hour of work, because that was like the least busiest we were. So I'd go get my chores done, I would, you know, for work, and then I would go back and get all the pretzel dough rolled out. I love making pretzels. And take them home to my family. And this is literally what my family had sometimes, most of the time, in our fridge and freezer, because we were just so poor. We were that poor. Food has always been a struggle in my life, so I have a problem when I do get food. I overeat it. Gosh, I overeat it, and I love to. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. So much that I love stuffing and overeating. That's how I perforated my colon last year with the Papa Murphy's, like, deep dish pizza. I had actually done a stuffing the night before, and whatever I had done ended up pushing something through the walls of my intestine, and yeah. So, yeah, I like stuffing so much that I perforated my colon, y'all. I'm not just doing this for the money. Like, I seriously do love the community and what I do, because I genuinely do have a connection and a reason why I like this. And it's hard to share these stories because I don't know what people will think of me. I haven't lived, like, you know, a very rich life, or very, like, I've worked very hard, you know, like, all the clothes I have, and it wasn't given to me. I actually live with family now, and I pay a lot of the bills. I don't have family that I can count on, and if I moved out right now, with all the cats here, they would starve. My family would starve. I would be a horrible person. So, I work a full-time job, and I do my online stuff. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen my link on a few videos, and it's a huge collection on that site. I keep it really cheap. I don't make you pay for anything extra, but, like, I feel like sometimes I don't even do enough for that, and I feel bad, but at the same time, like, gosh, there's so much there for just that little bit of a price. And I just keep hoping, like, I see other girls get deals with companies and they'll come and take photo shoots of them, and I would love to be made to feel that special and that beautiful, that a company comes and takes photos of me or videos, you know, like, I know that I think I'm pretty. I know I'm not the most gorgeous. I know I'm pretty. I'm not gonna be conceited, but I think I do have like a genuine understanding, and I do really appreciate this community, and I would really like to show people more of like it's okay. Oh, thank you. I feel weird because I have this red light. Ugh, my ceiling is terrible, y'all don't judge me. But I have this Christmas bulb I got one year, so it makes like a red light sometimes in my room. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I really feel like there's a lot of communication about this community that people don't talk about, and we've lived a very like secret society kind of thing for a while, and now with different cam models and different other models that are now promoting people to go to this genre to make money. I don't know, it's just, I wish people would support the actual people that come from the community and that actually enjoy it. Like, at the same time, people's gonna say, well, you should just get better at what you do. Which, I mean, trust me, I have a lot of ideas. I want to do a lot of things. I wish I had more volunteers in my area, because I would record a lot more with, like, if I had a guy here that would like recording, that was, you know, opposite body. That's something I personally really like. I'd really like to film stuff, but I don't have a person like that in my local area, and I find it really hard to find people that will do stuff with me. I can't say too much because it's YouTube, but I am, you know, I can be a little bit of a dominant person sometimes, and I like to use my body, and it's powerful, and it's big, and it's amazing. So, yeah. Speaking of which, powerful body, I sadly just lost a friend of mine. Well, not lost, like died, but his wife has decided that they no longer want to be open. So that's really saddening that one of my last like local kind of like feeder people from the community now is going back into a closed marriage instead of an open marriage, and I didn't even know that it was coming. Wasn't even warned. And we were supposed to go to a buffet, and I'm so sad. Like, am I gonna get that buffet still? But I have another one. I have a friend and a feeder that comes up from Texas, and he is the most amazing, sweetest person I've ever met, and God, I wish he could be mine, but he's a little younger, and I don't feel like I'm quite what he's looking for, but we've had this amazing feeder friend relationship, feedy friend, whatever relationship. And, like, when he gets married, I better be invited to his wedding day. Like, he's the sweetest, and I enjoy every time I get to hang out with him, and he comes and spoils me with, like, the greatest food. Like, it's not cheap food. Like, we go get sushi. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how much he spends when we've gotten sushi. Like, I love sushi. And then, like last time we went to a place called Blackbird near the campus, and oh, it was so good. It was so good. I love being spoiled with great food. I don't like crap food. I guess that's kind of what separates me from some people is I want to eat good food, not crap food. And I know people are saying, well, you're poor, you grew up poor, any food should be happy food, right? I just can't handle so much now on my tummy. Some stuff like Taco Bell, my stomach cannot process that now. It hurts. It's painful. But wow, this has been an emotional blog, y'all. I've went from like crying and tears to like smiling. Like, this has been an emotional vlog today. But I hope, my story that I shared can at least give you guys a little better insight. I don't know if you guys have ever asked why you like things or why you're into certain things, but I am that person. I am very analytical, and I always want to know, why do I like this? Why is this okay for me? Why is this? I'm very inquisitive and very analytical. And so I know that I like my bigger body. I like bigger bodies because my mom, she had a best friend that growing up, she was like mommy number 2 is what we called her. Now, she and my mom were not together, but my mom loved her. And this is when it was just like me and my sister before my brother came along and my mom got remarried and stuff. But when it was just me and my sister, there was her friend, and she was like a mom to us, like she had 2 kids and was us 2 kids, and she had this body. Oh my gosh, she was Greek, and she had this body, like it was this tiny waist, like she had pretty big, okay boobs, but she had like this waist and like no tummy and like big boobs and big thighs. Like she was just bottom heavy. And so I remember looking at her body as a kid and thinking, wow, her body is just like a goddess body, like one of those Greek goddesses out of like one of those novels or out of a sculpture or painting or something. She just had these curves, and I admired it. Like, I loved her body. And I remember, like, I used to, like, even my great grandma, she kind of had a like a curvier, and I would stick my butt out and walk a particular way when I was younger so that I could have the booty too. Well, little did I know this led to scoliosis. But anyways, so I just always thought she was so beautiful, and I always wanted a body like hers. And obviously I don't have a body like hers. I am a belly body and not a bottom heavy. So I'm mostly all belly. Even though I got the other few assets, but I think that's when I kind of just gained acceptance of being plus size. Like my mom would always tell me, like, she'd say like, ooh, your knees are getting fat, or your elbows are getting fat, or okay, so this double chin, I've always had it. Even when I was skinny, I've always had a double chin. Even when I had the skinniest, starving little face, I've always had this little chin. I always have. It's only gotten bigger or whatever. But I remember that was something that I would get picked at, like, the biggest thing was my knees, though. She'd be like, your knees are getting so fat. Do you see your knees? Your knees are getting so big. Like, eventually, so she pointed this out, eventually. Oh, where it, like, doubles over. You know what I mean? Where it becomes, like, an actual roll. I remember getting, like, the stretch marks. But, like, when it actually, like, became a roll, she was like, you're getting so fat. And I'm like, gee, thanks, Mom. Thanks for being so nice. Like, that means I'm healthy now. Like, I'm not starving. Like, I was happy about it. I had, a boyfriend at the time who made me feel beautiful and kind of encouraged it. And I didn't know what it was at the time. I don't think he knew at the time. I was 17 and he was like 24. And so he would make food all the time. Like, he's the one that showed me spices, and he would like feed me, and spaghetti. I have mastered spaghetti because of him. Yeah, we would eat that and eat that and eat that. I would stuff myself till I was sick of spaghetti. And I didn't even know kind of then what was going on. I think it was just kind of like, you love somebody, you make food for them kind of thing. I didn't know there was more to it. I don't know if I wonder to this day if he still knows what he was doing to me. Like, does he know he's one? Like, because I know he is one now. Like, that was my very first, like, boyfriend. Like, I moved out and lived with and stuff, like, at 17. So, 7 years with him, y'all. 7 years. So, I went from, like, being, like, 220 pounds to being, like, 280. And then I remember I was trying to diet because he'd make remarks or not make me feel wanted, or all of a sudden I was like too fat for him or something. So then I would try to lose weight. I mean, y'all don't realize, like, no, it's not just about money for me. I have genuinely been a part of this community and genuinely have loved stuffing and being fed and squashing people. I'm make myself blush. I like a lot of things, and people ask me, well, what do you really like? What are you really into? I've realized now, if a man ain't gonna feed me, like, I don't want to spend time with him. It's important to me. It's like a love language to me at this point. Like, if you don't feed me, then basically, like, if we're going on a date together and you just want to go, like, Netflix and chill, and, like, you don't even buy pizza or something, like, why am I even here? Like, you better feed me. It's a love language to me. Like, I'm fat. Like, I feel like the only anybody else would feed anybody else come into their house. If you would feed a fat person, that means you just don't want them to be fat, in my opinion. Like, I'm not gonna feed you because you need to lose weight. Like, so any guy that's not willing to, like, put a bite in my stomach, I just don't feel like it's worth spending time with. Because it is something I'm genuinely into. A lot of people ask me, I'm trying to think of different things that was on my mind that people's asked me and messaged me, and my Dom or Switch. That was one. Both? What? So there's a lot of times where I crave to be a dominant person in my life. But most times I just want to be loved. Just want to be cared for. But I like those occasional times where I'm like, haha, I got the power. Let's see, there was another one. I'm trying to remember. I know there was one about my measurements, and I haven't taken measurements in a while, so that's something I'll do eventually. I'll probably, because that's one of those ones that are more, that's based on a fetish, a degrading fetish, because of what YouTube classifies my videos as. It's probably why it's going to go on one of my selling sites or on my OF. So there's just certain things, like, they get removed, sadly, from YouTube and from TikTok. Apparently, though, YouTube is more lenient than TikTok. So I can make my TikToks and put them on YouTube to get my TikTok YouTube famous. It's, like, is there a lawyer out there? Seriously, like, I want to try to get a class lawsuit against TikTok with other plus size people. Like, I really, if there's a lawyer out there that can help me with this, honestly, I feel like we have something here. I feel like we do. I feel like we honestly do, especially when you go and look at, like, their algorithms. Specifically, like, if you go and look at a popular audio, you know, a trending audio, and you click it and you go and look at all the videos that are made with that audio, you will see no fat people. Never. Like, you might see one person as you're like scrolling for like a half hour. Like, I've done this with a friend. I've literally done this to show him the point of this. And why? Like, there's lots of fat people on there. I don't know why we can't all be like live in harmony on TikTok. But apparently TikTok really hates fat people. So I really want to, like, address this. Like, even if the lawsuit didn't, even if we didn't win, but something came out of it, I would be so happy. Like, I think that there needs to be awareness made that you know, everybody pushes skinny bodies, but, like, we're not allowed to show our fat body. When, what's the percent of Americans that are fat now? Like, come on, y'all. Like, stop filtering my body. I'd show y'all more of my body today, but I'm literally, this is all I have on. Bad. I'll be dress leader, though. Maybe I'll wear my cute new dress. Who knows? I got a few cute things to wear. Too much, actually. Anyone toward 5 or 6s, I have clothes to sell. I do. I got, like, undergarments, but I haven't found a market for plus size undergarments. It seems like that's only a skinny market. But they want to come take our market. They want to come because they're thick, come to, like, my community and make money instead of their own community. Yeah, that probably sounds terrible. I'm a terrible person. But I just, you know, like, there's not a lot of ways for people to profit off their body. And I mean, there is, if you're skinny, you got dancing and prostitution, and I mean, there's so much. But plus size, it's a little more limited. And then people are trying to come over and be BBW when they're not BBW and set this false expectation of what BBW is. It's all just frustrating. It's a whole other rant for another day. But sorry, y'all. I'm tired. It is my day off, and I have a lot I'm running around to do today. And hopefully we can get the grow light hung up this weekend, so I'm excited. But yeah, I have a lot to do today, and I want to get cute, and I'm gonna go out to lunch hopefully with my mom. At least grab something while we're out. I'm starving. But yeah, I have a busy day. And it's my day off finally, at least, though. Woo woo. I will be back. I'll be back. Is that copyrighted? Am I gonna get in trouble? I'm a dork. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe y'all will like see more about me and realize like some people say I look like a bitch. You know, like I don't think I am. I think I'm a nice person. I just think I'm misunderstood. But as always, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support and tuning in and joining me. Like, I love all three of y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been really great, and I can't wait to keep doing this. And it's even better. Like, I got 3 likes on this one. That's my highest so far on a live. So, woo woo. Y'all have a good day, and I will be back later to vlog some more, show you guys some more. Alright. Bye, y'all.